Have you ever wondered if she is interested in you? Sometimes her attraction isn't overt or evident. Other times, it's in the little things. If you're not paying careful attention, women frequently show interest in you in subtle ways. She might be showing you extra attention or making excuses to be around you, but how can you tell if she's simply waiting for you to approach her? If you've been hesitant or unsure about her feelings, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Perhaps it's time to stop waiting and start making your move. In today's video, we're breaking down 10 subtle yet powerful signs that she's interested and wants you to take things to the next level. These clues include the way she interacts with you and her body language when she's close to you. First, you have her attention. How does that sound? Would you like to make any changes? A true fan will naturally focus on you in a way that makes you stand out. This is one of the most obvious signs that a lady is waiting for you to make a move. Let's examine this focus in more detail. Keeps intense eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of non-verbal communication. If she holds your gaze for longer than usual or frequently looks your way, it's a sign she's trying to connect with you on a deeper level. She may even glance at you from across the room, only to quickly look away when you catch her. This shows she's interested, but perhaps waiting for you to take the lead. Eye contact during conversations is also significant. When she looks into your eyes while you're speaking, she's not only showing respect, but also signaling that she's fully engaged and interested in what you're saying. It's her way of saying, "I'm here and I'm listening." Listens intently and remembers details. When someone truly listens, they absorb more than just words. They remember details. If she brings up things you've said in the past, like a story you shared or an event you're looking forward to, it shows she values what you say and keeps it in mind. For example, if you mentioned an upcoming project at work or a trip you're planning, she might ask you about it later, showing she's genuinely interested in your life. This kind of attentiveness often goes unnoticed because it feels natural, but it's a strong indicator of attraction. She's not just listening to respond, she's listening to understand and connect, prioritizes you in group settings, in social situations. Pay attention to how she acts around you in comparison to other people. Despite other people talking, does she often focus on you? Does she laugh at your jokes, even the ones that aren't very funny? These are subtle ways of indicating that she's more interested in you. She may also attempt to position herself closer to you, thereby increasing the opportunities for interaction. Physical closeness. When a woman regularly shows you her attention, she is sending a clear message that she values your presence and enjoys spending time with you, which lays the foundation for a deeper connection. Another aspect of attention is how frequently she is physically close to you. She may sit close to you during meetings, at a social gathering, or when you're hanging out with friends. Proximity can be an unconscious way of expressing interest in creating opportunities for interaction. While small talk is a common way to get to know someone, number 2 involves in-depth discussions. Having in-depth discussions is an obvious indication of emotional commitment. If she regularly initiates or participates in meaningful conversations with you, she is indicating her desire to connect with you on a deeper level. Let's examine this in more detail. She asks insightful and personal questions. A woman will move when she shows interest in you. She will want to know more about your inner life than just the obvious things, like how your day went or what's new. She may inquire about your passions, long-term objectives, or even your earliest memories. By asking these kinds of questions, she's allowing you to open up, which strengthens the relationship and fosters trust. For instance, she might ask what the most significant lesson you've learned in life is, what your one dream would be if you could fulfill it, and what inspires you every day. She opens up about her vulnerabilities and personal stories. Deep conversations are reciprocal if she shares her own sentiments and personal tales, in addition to her queries. Vulnerability is a powerful way to connect, and if she's willing to show you her more sensitive side, she's probably hoping for a deeper relationship. She may discuss her concerns, struggles, or even her goals and aspirations. It's a strong indication that she feels comfortable with you. These subjects demonstrate her lowering her defenses and allowing you into her inner world. She asks for your opinion on significant issues because she respects your viewpoint and believes in your judgment. She may ask for your advice on decisions that are personal or professional, indicating that she views you as someone whose opinions and insights are important to her. For instance, she might ask, "What would you do in this situation? Do you think I'm making the right decision? What would you do about this?" This indicates her desire to involve you in all facets of her life, whether they are significant or personal. She also enjoys talking about common interests. One of the best signs of a deep connection is how simple it is to have conversations with the right person. When you talk for hours on end, it feels like minutes. There are no awkward pauses or forced topics. Instead, the dialogue flows naturally with both of you actively participating and enjoying the exchange. She will light up when discussing topics you both enjoy, whether it's a shared hobby, favorite book, or a mutual passion. This mutual interest acts as a bridge, making your conversations not only enjoyable but also meaningful. This kind of relationship is rare and demonstrates her genuine interest in you. She isn't just talking to you for attention. Being courteous. When it comes to dating and relationships, there's often a lot of uncertainty about whether someone is genuinely interested in you or not. While some people are clear about their intentions, many will give subtle cues that are simple to miss if you're not paying attention. One of the more indirect ways someone might express their interest is by mentioning her free time. At first glance, it may seem like a harmless comment or casual chit-chat, but if you pay closer attention, it could be one of the clearest signs that she's waiting for you to initiate contact. The key is to understand why she's mentioning her free time and what it could mean about her level of interest. In this article, we'll examine the various ways a woman might mention her free time. It's not always just about making small talk or filling awkward silences. Sometimes she's giving you a chance to move your relationship forward. By understanding what those remarks actually mean and why they could be an obvious indication that she's waiting for you to approach her, you'll be more equipped to decipher these subtle clues and react appropriately. She might mention her availability in passing. One of the easiest ways for a woman to indicate her interest is to casually mention her availability. For instance, she might say something like, "I'm free this weekend," or "I don't have any plans tomorrow." These statements may seem innocent at first, but if you listen closely, you'll notice that she's giving you an opportunity. When a woman says she's free, it's often a subtle cue that she's open to hanging out, going on a date, or spending time with you. If you don't pick up on these cues and suggest something, you risk missing out on the chance to connect. It's also possible that she's simply sharing information or discussing her schedule, but if she's bringing it up in conversation, it's likely not a random occurrence. She's likely hoping you'll notice and move on to the next step, which is to drop hints about her interests. Sometimes a woman will mention her free time in relation to something she's interested in doing. For example, she might say, "I've been meaning to check out that new movie, but I'm not sure who to go with." Or, "I have a free afternoon next week and was thinking about going to that art exhibit." These types of comments are often deliberate. She's not only mentioning her free time, but also providing a clear suggestion about what she'd like to do, making it easier for you to ask her out in these situations. She is actively paving the way for you to initiate contact. She's giving you the perfect opportunity to ask her to join you for the activity she mentioned. If you don't respond or make an effort to join her, she may begin to feel that you're not interested, or she might wonder if she's being too forward. It's crucial to recognize these signals because they indicate that she's hoping you'll step up and invite her to spend time together. Number 4, finds reasons to be around you. When someone is interested in you, they'll often go out of their way to be near you, even if it's not directly obvious. If a woman is finding reasons to be around you, it's a clear sign that she's looking for more interaction and trying to build a connection. Here are some ways she might make sure to be with you. Participating in activities you like. It's common for women to find reasons to be close to you by doing things you like. She may not initially be interested in the activity, but if you've mentioned something you're passionate about, she may show interest or casually join in. How should she behave when attending social gatherings or meetings? She may later express her enjoyment of the event, but in reality she is likely there to spend time with you informally, engaging in hobbies such as hiking, photography or cooking, which she may not have been a long-time enthusiast of. If you frequently attend events like parties, social meetups, or community activities, and you notice she keeps showing up at these same events, it could be an indication she's purposefully seeking your company. Her joining is an obvious indication that she wants to spend more time with you and hopes to develop experiences together by going to your frequent hangouts. Perhaps there's a particular cafe or bookstore you frequent, and she suddenly starts showing up there as well. While it's possible she enjoys the same spot, her presence could also be an effort to connect with you in a casual, comfortable setting. Why does she do this? When a woman participates in activities you enjoy, she's attempting to find common ground, deepen her connection with you, and simply be around you in environments where you feel comfortable. It's her way of creating opportunities to spend time together outside of regular work or school settings. These shared activities offer a natural and low-pressure way to engage without directly focusing on romance, simply by showing up where you are. If a woman consistently shows up around you, whether it's at work, school, or in social settings, it could indicate that she's deliberately seeking out opportunities to be near you. She might not always be upfront about her intentions, but her presence in places where you typically hang out is a clear indication that she's making the effort to spend more time with you. Examples of this: she frequently makes unexpected appearances in common areas. Perhaps you notice she's always around the same lunch table, gym, or office space as you, even though it's not part of her usual routine. This type of behavior is rarely by chance. It's deliberate. She's either seeking to spend more time near you or just waiting for an opportunity to talk to you. Number 5. When it comes to attraction, she gives clues. Not all women will openly express their feelings. Many prefer to gauge their attraction through subtle clues. If she is interested in you but is waiting for you to initiate contact, she will probably act in ways that indicate her attractiveness. These subtle clues can change the game if you're not sure if she's interested or just being kind. Hints can take many different forms, and although they are frequently oblique, they convey a clear message if you know what to look for. These can include body language, actions, and vocal clues, spoken cues. She may say things like, "It would be great if we could hang out more," or "You should go to that concert with me. It will be enjoyable." She may also drop hints by frequently complimenting you. Women frequently use compliments as a way to show their interest, so Ed's compliments about your appearance, personality, or skills may be more than just polite remarks. They may be her way of telling you she admires you more deeply. These remarks are not direct invitations, but rather a subtle provocation to gauge your potential response. If she's making these statements consistently, it's a positive indication that she's trying to express her interest without being overt. One of the most effective ways to communicate non-verbally is through body language. If she is sending you subtle physical cues, she might be waiting for you to notice her. Look for indicators such as eye contact. If a woman maintains eye contact with you, especially during a conversation, it's a sign that she's interested and involved. If her eyes linger, or if she grins when you look at her, she's probably attempting to convey that she's open to a closer physical relationship. Does she lean in closer when you speak to her, or place herself next to you in social situations? A woman may initiate light, casual touches, such as a gentle pat on your arm or back, to gauge your reaction. If she's constantly making physical contact, it's usually an indication that she's waiting for you to make a move. Subconsciously, physical closeness frequently indicates attraction. If she's trying to be close to you, it's a sign she's comfortable, and you should take the next step. Behavioral cues. Subtly changing how women behave around you can also give you behavioral cues. For instance, she may become more attentive to you, offering assistance when you need it, or making an effort to talk to you more than anyone else in the room. She may even remember small details about you or your previous conversations. This level of attentiveness shows that she is interested in you and wants to see if you will notice the signs that she is giving you hints rather than making the first move. Because of cultural norms or personal preferences, some women are reluctant to make direct romantic advances or intimate movements. They may fear rejection or worry about appearing overly forceful in these situations. Dropping clues, which provide tiny cues, enables you to explore the situation without exposing yourself. She's counting on you to initiate. Contact. Number 6. She invites you into her world. When a woman invites you into her personal life, it's a sign she likes you and wants to connect. She may do this by asking you to participate in activities that hold special meaning for her, or by including you in her social circles. If she's opening up in this way, it's usually an indication that she wants to strengthen the bond and is waiting for you to take things further. Here's how she may introduce you to her inner circle and invite you into her world. When a woman introduces you to her friends and family, who are the people she is closest to, she is giving you access to an important aspect of her life. If she invites you to a family get-together, dinner with her friends, or social event where her inner circle will be present, it is a clear indication that she values you and wants you to be a part of her life. This gives her the opportunity to assess how you fit into her world and see if you can connect with the people who matter most to her by sharing personal experiences and stories. Interested women often share personal stories, feelings, and experiences with you. This may involve discussing previous relationships, childhood memories, aspirations, or weaknesses. She is expressing that she values the emotional connection she has with you and is willing to let you into her inner world, inviting you to share in her passions when she shares emotionally charged or highly personal parts of her life. This shows that she trusts you and that she is looking for a deeper connection with someone who can relate to her and manage her emotions. Another way a woman can invite you into her world is by asking you to participate in things that are important to her. This could be as simple as proposing that you join her for a cooking class or yoga class, or it could be as elaborate as asking you to attend an event that she is passionate about, like an art exhibit or charity fundraiser. When a woman invites you into these areas of her life, it's a sign that she wants to see if your interests align and that she's giving you a chance to experience something that holds significance for her. If she's asking you to join her in these moments, it's a big clue that she's not just looking for casual interaction, but is looking for something more, including you in future plans. Another indication that she sees potential in you is if she discusses the future and involves you in her plans, whether they involve a project or a trip. Sincere women often imagine being with you further down the road. Number 7 fixes her attire and jewelry. Frequently adjusting jewelry or clothing in your presence is one of the most subtle yet telling signs of interest. While this may appear to be an unconscious movement or simple habit, it often has a deeper meaning when done in the right context. Attraction naturally heightens one's self-awareness, leading them to strive for optimal appearance. Her method of improving her appearance without drawing attention to it is to straighten a dress, repair a bracelet, or adjust a necklace. It's not always about vanity. It's about wanting to look attractive and feel confident in front of someone she likes. These changes, such as smoothing her skirt, adjusting her sleeves, or putting on a necklace or pendant that highlights her neck and collarbones, can also be subconscious signals that subtly emphasize femininity. These behaviors, which include toying with her hair or earrings and highlighting her body once more without speaking, are classic flirting cues that convey both anxious energy and a desire to look more appealing. The psychology of it. Psychologists frequently link these behaviors to a mix of social conditioning and nervous energy. When a woman is interested in someone, she may experience a slight increase in anxiety or excitement. These emotions may physically manifest as fidgeting with her appearance, which is a way for her to channel her nervous energy into something constructive while also enhancing her presentation. Another deeper psychological component is predatory behavior in the animal realm. However, humans subtly engage in similar actions when they arrange their clothes or adjust their jewelry, essentially preening themselves to appear attractive. Preening is the act of grooming and preparing oneself to attract a partner. The most effective course of action is to express your admiration for her attire, such as the exquisite necklace that is particularly well suited to her. If you see her adjusting her jewelry or clothes while she's around, take it as a positive indication that she's interested in and concerned about how you see her. You have excellent fashion sense, and these remarks not only recognize her hard work, but also provide an opportunity for a more in-depth discussion, which gives her even more cause to feel at ease and secure in your presence. You are also quite active on social media. In the current digital era, social media has become an integral part of our everyday interactions and a surprisingly accurate indicator of interest. If she consistently interacts with your posts, whether through likes, comments, or shares, it's a strong indication that she's interested in more than just your online persona. Based on her activity, here are some specific behaviors to look out for. If she frequently interacts with your content or is among the first to like your new posts, it shows she's paying attention. This is her way of telling you that she values what you share and wants you to notice her presence. Unlike likes, comments on your posts require more effort, whether they're playful or thoughtful. If she's making jokes, asking questions, or praising you in the comments, she's probably trying to start a conversation and establish a connection, interacts with prior posts. If she's browsing through your feed and liking or commenting on older pictures, it's evident that she's taking the time to get to know you. This behavior frequently reveals a deeper degree of interest, as she's interested in your background and what makes you unique. Responses to your narratives. Instagram. If someone regularly responds to your stories with a comment or a simple emoji, it indicates that she's seeking opportunities to engage with you directly. Snapchat and similar platforms provide a unique opportunity to determine someone's interest. Story responses frequently result in more intimate and significant private discussions. Social media reveals the psychology of attraction. Unlike face-to-face conversations, social media offers a relaxed setting for people to express their interests. She can be more sophisticated and nuanced when she engages online. From a psychology standpoint, each like, comment, and share is a little deliberate action meant to keep her in your sights. The availability of Aries is connected to this behavior. By remaining active on social media, you might make someone more recognizable and present in your memory the more times their name appears in your alerts. Without being obtrusive, she is reaffirming her presence in your life. Additionally, there is a reciprocity component. If she interacts with your posts, she probably expects you to reciprocate with hers. Over time, mutual engagement can produce a feedback loop that deepens your bond. When interpreting her engagement, it's important to take into account the context. Is she responding to everyone's posts equally, or is her attention more focused on you? If her interactions seem personalized, such as when she comments specifically on your hobbies, jokes, or life updates, it's a strong indication that she's interested. For instance, if you post about a hobby or favorite activity, and she comments, "Looks like so much fun. I've always wanted to try that," she's essentially inviting you to participate. If she responds to a humorous post with a playful, "You're always cracking me up," it shows that she appreciates your personality and feels comfortable teasing you. Here's how to respond if you're interested in her. Don't let her efforts go unnoticed. This will show that you share her interest and encourage a more engaging conversation. The 9th comprehension. Subtle physical behaviors are frequently the most telling indicators of attraction when it comes to interpreting it. Sitting close to you or pointing your feet in your direction are two powerful, yet often overlooked indicators of attraction. These behaviors may not seem significant at first, but they convey a significant amount of comfort, interest, and attraction. In this post, we'll examine why these indicators are important, what they mean, and how to spot them as a part of a larger pattern where someone is sitting close to you and waiting for you to move. Since humans are social creatures by nature, our urge for connection frequently takes the form of physical manifestations. Among the most, when someone regularly prefers to sit near you, it's not only for convenience, it's a subconscious method of expressing comfort and interest. This is one of the primal signals of attraction. Physical closeness enables deeper emotional exchanges, simplified communication, and even minor physical contact, such as rubbing hands or knees. Sitting close also gives off an air of exclusivity. She is expressing her appreciation for the interaction and her desire to be in the exact spot where it is taking place. Social. During parties or other group gatherings, observe her body language. If she constantly leans toward you, even in a busy space, it's a clear indication. Selecting a seat near you rather than across the table during one-on-one conversations in more private settings, such as a coffee shop or a quiet supper, can show a desire for intimacy. If she consistently chooses to sit next to you when there are other seats available, whether at work or in public areas like a park or an office, it's important to note what this behavior indicates about her. Feelings. Sitting close might mean a number of things. She feels secure and at ease in your company, which is essential for fostering closer relationships. She finds it simpler to keep eye contact, have intimate talks, and demonstrate concentrated attention when she is close to someone who is interested and engaged. She yearns for closeness, which could be her way of subtly requesting a more intimate and possibly romantic relationship. Practical instances to observe for reducing the distance include if she begins the conversation a little farther away but progressively approaches, selecting chairs close to you. If she enters a room with multiple sitting options but chooses the one closest to you, she is purposefully leaning in. In addition to sitting close, leaning her upper body in your direction enhances the message. Interest number 10. She gestures at you with her feet, explaining the science behind them. Experts in the field of direction body language have extensively studied the subconscious cues individuals convey through their body language and posture. Unlike deliberately controlled hand gestures or facial expressions, the direction a person's feet point is one of the most obvious yet often overlooked clues. Because our bodies naturally orient themselves toward what we find interesting or appealing, direction tends to be more instinctive when someone is genuinely interested or engaged. Conversely, pointing one's feet away could signify disinterest, discomfort, or a desire to terminate the interaction. This is why the signal is significant. Foot pointing is a subtle yet effective method to convey interest or attention. Focus is a more honest indicator of someone's true feelings because it is subconscious, unlike smiling or making eye contact, which people can fake. Even in a group setting where attention may be divided, foot direction can reveal where someone's true interest lies. When combined with other cues like open posture or leaning in with pointed feet, it provides an additional layer of confirmation about someone's feelings at the time and place in which this occurs. While sitting close and pointing feet are powerful indicators on their own, they become even more potent when considered alongside other body language cues. During seated conversations, observe if she is sitting opposite or next to you, and if her feet are pointing towards you. People frequently stand in circles or groups in social settings, and if her feet point towards you while others in the group face different directions, it's a strong indication of her focus on you during transit. People frequently use a variety of subtle cues, such as maintaining eye contact and holding your gaze for longer than usual to convey attraction. She clearly enjoys your company based on her intense participation, frequent genuine grins, and laughter at your jokes, even if they aren't very humorous. Subconsciously mimicking your posture, gestures, or speech pattern shows that you want to establish rapport and a connection. If you see these signs and feel that the attraction is mutual, do this. You can subtly acknowledge the signals by leaning in closer, sitting closer, or pointing your own feet in her direction. Light touches and casual, seemingly accidental touches on the arm, shoulder, or back can indicate a growing comfort level and attraction together. These behaviors paint a picture of someone who is not only interested, but also waiting for you to recognize the signs and make a move on how to respond. Start more in-depth discussions. Make use of the intimacy to introduce more intimate or significant subjects. Establishing a close emotional bond. Use gentle touches to gauge her comfort level. A gentle pat on her arm or shoulder can determine how comfortable she is and strengthen the bond. Take the initiative and don't be scared to propose a one-on-one meeting or organize an activity if the indicators are constant.